Does Paulogia espouse a fringe theory? Hello! If you aren't aware, the atheist YouTuber Paulogia and the Christian philosopher Andrew Loke have been debating back and forth for some time on the resurrection of Jesus. This video is the start of a series presenting Dr. Loke's arguments. I'm excited to do this because I think my channel needs more content on the resurrection. So let's jump into things. Dr. Loke's style when it comes to the resurrection is constructing a logical argument with multiple steps. The primary point of contention between Loke and Paulogia surrounds the first step. If you want to see how Dr. Loke argues for the other logical steps of his argument, he has a free online book that you could go and check out. Now, Dr. Loke argues that the evidence we have leads to the conclusion that there were groups of people who claim that they saw the risen Jesus, while Paulogia thinks that the relevant data can be explained with only 2 people having made that claim. It's important to note that neither position is inherently miraculous. You could be an atheist who agrees with Dr. Loke and think there were groups of people who claim that they saw the risen Jesus and think Paulogia is totally wrong. But you don't think Jesus rose from the dead because you disagree with Dr. Loke at a different step of his logical argumentation. But this point is where Dr. Loke and Paulogia disagree, so it's become the main contention of their debate. Now, Paulogia's view is a fringe theory. By that, I mean hardly any scholar with a doctorate in a field related to studying early Christianity holds Paulogia's theory. To put that in perspective, Paulogia spends a lot of time bashing young earth creationism, but you could still find a few young earth creationists who hold PhDs in fields relevant to the creation debate. However, you would be very hard-pressed to find someone with a PhD in a relevant field who espouses Paulogia's two-witness theory. Now, the argument here is not that just because no expert agrees with Paulogia is therefore automatically wrong, but you still need some explanation for why Paulogia has come to a conclusion that no expert has. Here's one explanation: Paulogia has made some serious errors in interpreting the relevant evidence. But Paulogia offers another explanation. He cites Bart Ehrman, who claims that there just isn't enough academic freedom in New Testament scholarship. The majority of New Testament scholars work for or attend as students institutions that require them to sign a statement of faith that affirms biblical inerrancy. So, as the logic goes, because there isn't academic freedom, reasonable views like Paulogia's simply aren't espoused because the Bible-thumping New Testament scholars would never let something that challenges their views so much as get the light of day. Now, this kind of description of New Testament scholarship would give quite a misleading impression. It's not full of a bunch of ideological clones. There is a plethora of New Testament scholars who deny biblical inerrancy, or think that the books in the Bible are falsely attributed to their authors, and so on. A significant number of scholars do not work at institutions that require adherence to biblical inerrancy, but rather in secular universities. And there is freedom to argue that there are errors in the Bible, or that Paul didn't write Ephesians, and so on. And many scholars have argued for such positions, and other scholars argued against them. So, in the field of New Testament scholarship, there is quite a significant degree of ideological diversity. But despite this, Paulogia's view never sees the light of day. Why is this the case? This is a question we will be exploring in future videos alongside Dr. Loke's arguments. Now, this video has not dealt substantially with Paulogia's two-witness theory itself. As I said earlier, this is the start of a series that will deal with his arguments at length. This video was simply focused on the academic landscape to set the stage for future videos. So stick around and those videos will be on their way shortly. That's the end of this video. Thanks for watching.